Hello, once again, welcome to ASNA Roundtable Discussion. ASNA Roundtable Discussion is all about you. We are here to educate, inspire, and motivate you. We understand that education is power. And tonight, we do have a very interesting topic on the table. And we are going to be talking about men. Ask all the men to gather here, because this is a topic that concerns our men. Have you ever asked your loved one, a man, your father, your brother, your uncle, the men in your lives, to see a doctor and they are hesitant about it? We are going to discuss it all here. And I have two wonderful gentlemen here with me. My name is Essie Jenin. I am the host. And I have on my right, Mr. Joseph Ajiman, Nana Kojo Efriye Ajiman the first. And he is a senior librarian at Prince William Library, and also a librarian at American School of Nursing and Allied Health. He's a father, a grandfather, and somebody's son too. And he's here to give us an input on this topic. And on my left is Mr. Kwame Collins, who is a senior technician at Xfinity. He is a father, a husband, and a grandpa of a beautiful little girl. And he is also here. He doesn't play with his health. And he's here to chime in as well. So thank you very much to all of you. And we are going to actually start talking about this topic. Tell the men to gather here, share the video, like it, and drop your comment in the comment section so that we would know what else you'd like to hear about or discuss. Thank you very much. Let's start. Okay. So, my first question to you is, why is it hard, or why are you men hesitant to visit the doctor? Or some men, let's put it that way.
Right.
Because maybe it's not every man. Why is it a problem? I'll start with you, Mr. Collins. Because I know you are very good with your health, so, but I know that you know people that have problems. So
yeah, most men feel they are okay, and they find it a weakness to admit that maybe they are heading on their back, they are heading there, because they are the head of the home. They always want to play that machoism. They rather go to the gym than go to the doctor. And sometimes when you ask some of the men, they will say, I don't trust those doctors. I don't trust their prescription. But I believe this is a very, very important topic, that men, we should take care of our health if we want to, live longer and have some playtime like me with my granddaughter. I have to, place
your health.
My health first, very, very important. Because if I don't have good health along the line, it's going to affect my family life, it's going to affect my work life. So we advising the men that we should change that kind of, machoism and accept it as it is and take care of our bodies.
So take care of yourselves.
Right.
Now, what I want to say is that men, your lives matter. We are very concerned about you. We want you to have a long life. Come on the life's journey with us. We want you. And that's why we are talking about this topic. So, Mr. Ajiman, why is it so hard to get you to the doctor?
Right. As Mr. Collins just said, it's very interesting to know that men are very hesitant, certainly because of the reasons he just gave. But I'm going to give some statistics to show how serious the situation is. According to the Cleveland Clinic, almost 72% of respondents, when they did survey, said that they would rather do house chores, like cleaning toilets, than going to the doctor. That's 72%. This is overwhelming.
That's a lot.
Right. 65% of the respondents also say they avoid going to the doctor as long as possible, because men normally do have the fear of knowing that maybe their situation could be a little bit more serious than probably they think. As you also said, it could be a cultural issue also. And apart from cultural, it could also be religion. So going back to the statistics, 20% admitted that they aren't always honest with their doctors about their health.
Why is that? Because you know that the doctor is a healer, and he can cure you or heal your diseases. So why are you not honest and being open to that doctor?
Right. That is, we go back to men being men, macho or masculinity, that we believe that it's issue of trust. Men believe they can treat themselves, you know, like physicians treating themselves, than rather, unlike women who are open, who are willing to share ideas with their friends, their sisters, their neighbors. Men are sort of closed in it. It's a cultural thing that we are unwilling to let people know their problems, even how we are feeling. A lot of times we may be going through changes, we may be going through hardship. Hardly do you see the men coming out or being opening up. So those are some of the things that right, because again, 37% said they have heard important information from their doctors. So by doing this, how are you going to get, as you said, the doctors are the experts, they know better than we do. So it's an ongoing issue that needs to be discussed and resolved, right? Yes.
But those statistics are quite alarming.
Yes.
So that means it's a big issue in our community or in the world at large,
right.
I would say. Yeah. So, Mr. Collins, how does culture play a role in this?
Culture plays a very important role, especially we from Africa, because we look at our grandfather, never went to the hospital. Our dad is always playing, you know, the strong man in the house. You never see my dad sad, always trying to help the kids, but we don't know what is going in, you know, within him.
Right.
Until he's very, very ill, that even with, at that point, he doesn't want to go. He will say, it's going to go away. I feel, you know, weak today. I know by tomorrow I'll be okay. So culture plays a very important role, and we have to start rethinking how, you know, we take care of our health. It's the number one thing that we have to take care of.
But if you think about it, we are in the United States of America.
Right.
And in this country, we have been exposed to healthcare.
Right.
And they say that prevention is better than cure.
Right.
And we hear it all the time.
Right.
So even if we have some cultural beliefs, why are we not adapting and knowing that prevention is better than cure? If they find that diagnosis early, I can get some help. And why are we not rethinking and changing some of these beliefs?
I think one factor is, you know, especially we from, I would say from Africa, again, when we come, we want to work the two jobs. We want to, you know, make sure our families are okay. But we forget that the body is the engine that drives, you know, that energy. And most people, that's what they do. I can understand when you come into the country for the first time, you have to work, go to school. But that habit, it becomes a habit that it's, I'm okay, you know, I can eat what I want to, you know, I can do what I want to until it's too late. So we pick up more finding the dollars than our health.
Our
That's
health,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
in support what Mr. Collins I just said, culture is something that is very difficult to break. No, folks, we are from Africa or other parts of the world, but we are not used to medical checking, going to the doctors just for nothing is wrong.
Right.
Back home, you only go to the doctor when you are sick. And normally you are very, very sick. You're going to...
You have a toothache.
Exactly.
Or something like that. Emergency.
You will not purposely or intentionally go to see the doctor just for what? A checkup. We don't do those things. Of course, because it's expensive back home. Over here, even if you have insurance, some of us consider that as a waste of time, to go see the doctor, because we are doing 2 jobs. Also, on the second note, also, we are still playing that superhero syndrome. Right. Go back home, we think we are strong. We come here, we play the same games that we are stronger than the truth, and then vulnerability. We fear. We had that unknown, right? That I'll go and the doctor will see I'm sick. I'd rather not know than going to the doctor, which is a big issue that should be avoided. Because knowing, the sooner or the quicker you know, the better your problem could be resolved. Exactly. So we need to change that attitude as we go. Exactly, it's very important, right?
So men, that attitude should change. Right. Men's health matter.
Yes.
And I also wanted to ask that, do you think it's a problem of insurance or, not having the finances to take care of yourself? Is that also an issue?
That could be a factor. But we all know that in this country, they will never refuse treatment. They will never refuse care because you don't have the means. Yes, insurance could be a determining factor, but it's not totally that big of an issue. And we had Obamacare where people could, minimal payment could get that help for them to be able to see the doctors. So if you are investing in your health, then you also have to realize that at least the minimum amount you could invest. Health is one of the most essential, benefits in the world that we need to have. Like in Prince Williams, just as you said, they have free clinics. So many free clinics. So it's about going to your public library and then asking for information about these free clinics if you don't have the means, whereby you can go, like we have the Mothers of Mercy Clinic. We have the George Mason MAP clinics. Right. We have the county clinics. So there are so many different clinics available to us that we can go free of charge.
So
we are not taking. It should not be a determinant
or a problem.
Yes, at all.
And I'm also glad you brought that point, because we pay our insurance through our companies, but we don't take time to see the coverage that we have.
Exactly.
Recently I went through an X-ray and I realized my copay was about $100, but the insurance paid a lot of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
So we have all these, coverages that we don't even know. And most men will rather take the case to see the doctor. The wife is sick, the man will pressure let's go to see the doctor, but he will not go.
Right.
Yeah, that's so true.
That is true.
That is so true.
Right.
So, and like you said, yes, we do have insurances, and we don't even exhaust everything that the package before the end of the year.
Exactly.
And of course, you are right. The mother will take the daughter will exhaust it, the wife will exhaust it, but the man's pot is sitting there.
Right.
That money that the man needs to use is sitting there.
Right.
And I don't think it's good for you guys. You guys have to do that. And you also mentioned, as you were talking about the different clinics and the benefits, it also came to mind, and I think that's a very good information. You also mentioned Obamacare, which is a healthcare affordable Obamacare.
Exactly.
And I will also want to add that healthcare, Obamacare, is based on income.
Right.
So everybody has a plan in there.
Yes.
You can Google healthcare.gov. You can get access to them, and 24/7 they're on the line with you to help you secure health care for yourself. Exactly. So that's something that I think that everybody should jump on. If you don't have insurance through your agency or your job, to seek that. And of course, the mini clinics are available.
Right.
And not only that, when you go into any health facility right now, they will not ask you for money first.
Yes.
They'll take care of you. At least in United States, that's what I'm speaking from.
Yes.
That's what we are talking.
Right.
That's what we are talking about. And then give you care. Then after that, then they'll come for the money.
Exactly.
That's how it works over
Right.
here. So I don't think that should be
Right.
a hindrance to see the doctor.
And even to support what you just said, even once they send the money to you, they give you options. Like center, you could go to center, they will treat you, they will come after you, but then they also give you the option, if you are not able to pay, how to apply for payment plan or social programs within the hospital to help you
Pay for them.
defray the right. Yeah. So
There's no reason.
there's no reason at all that should, you know.
So, Mr. Collins, the
Are
same.
you going to your doctor for your regular visits?
I am, you know, my wife and I, we are accountable to one another. So every year we plan that starting January, we have to go and do our physical. And once we do our physical, we sit down with our doctor and we go through the list. Hey, your blood pressure is normal. If it's high, this is what you have to do. Your cholesterol, you know, they go through the line, your PSA. So now I find it very, very important. And, you know, like I said, I'm a grandfather. I want to see more grandchildren.
That's
So
right. That is
I
so
make it a
important.
priority, you know,
Right.
to take care of my health. So, men, let's put on the calendar. I know we can spend more time on our sports, discuss about politics and all that, but we leave the health. We even take good care of our cars. We detail the cars and, you know, we want to show off with our
If
cars.
body's
But
sitting
how
in
about
there,
bodies, you know?
it's not looking
So
good.
Right.
we have to do that to help us.
So, Mr. Ajman, once again, what motivates you to go to your doctor? What made you change that, make that decision that from
right.
henceforth you visit your doctor?
I'll be very honest, as Mr. Collins just said. Of course, I really don't want to die young.
Prevention.
Exactly. So I really want to also see, I have grandchildren that I also love, you know, to spend time with. I have children, and I really love that relationship, wife and all those things. And then friends, you know, I really want to be able to cope up with friends. And then, of course, I want to leave some kind of history, you know, a legacy. So with that, I believe with age now, I'm at a point that maybe I can begin establishing, helping other people. That's why we're here doing this program now, that we need to change attitudes and, you know, nobody wants to go down to that hot box, right?
That's right.
So we of course, we are going to go anyway, but
You
God
wanna
has given a
prolong it.
prolonged exactly, right. So, you know, as Mr. Collins said, once, of course, I was at the hospital during the COVID time, and that being the isolation, the fear at that point. So right after I said, no,
I got it.
I need to do
Make
better,
changes.
make changes in my life. And so we need to do that outreach, you know, these hospitals, these doctors, market to, especially among the African groups. I'm encouraging the pastors, encouraging the associations, encouraging, like Asuna is doing this now to help, you know, the community, for us exactly, for us to realize the importance of these checkups, importance of prolonging our lives, importance of really, you know, we are in a foreign land, so we need to establish certain principles and certain what do you call it, health issues for, right, so that our case will also follow up, right? Certainly. So, right, that's why law for life. I want to live.
So these two men have spoken a lot about health and how they are motivated and what they've been doing to get healthy. And they mentioned annual physical, so they can check your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your sugar levels, to check diabetes and all that. Men, you need to check your prostate. Prostate screening is very, very important. Annually, you have to check your prostate. They do a lab work, and they would also do a rectal exam to check your prostate. And I understand that some men are shy when they go to the doctor to take their clothes off to do that rectal exam. I believe that's something that's going to help you. You should bury those things and just, for being healthy, you should just go ahead and do it so that you're healthy. And other screenings may come. If you smoke, they will do lung cancer screening. Colonoscopy is one thing that they also do every 5 to 10 years to make sure that you are healthy. And guess what? Physical or check-in does not take long. You go sit in the car shop 2, 3, 4 hours to rotate tires, to detail, to change oil,
right,
to do all these things to make the car look good. And only 1 hour, like Mr. Collins said, you cannot spare to take care of yourself. You must do it. So what do you think we, the women, can do as, wives, sisters, daughters, aunts, to help the men in our lives go visit the doctor or push them to go, at least motivate them to go? What are we going to do? What
right.
can we do?
As Mr. Collins alluded to, where she and the wife will sit down beginning of the year to go through all those things. My belief is wives and daughters and the women in our lives should sort of encourage us instead of nagging. They should not be nagging. They should encourage us. But then men, when the women continue to help you, don't consider that as a big issue because they care. Right, they really care for your lives because they want to stay. They want you to live longer so you can have a good life together.
So, any advice that you'd like to give the men out there?
My main advice would be that health is precious. It's one of the most important things that everybody should. Of course, we have God, we can pray, we can do everything, but our health should be central. Just compare yourself to people who are healthy to those who are not. With a bad health, you realize that mentally you can't do that much. Physically, you can't do that much. And then you want to make sure your families and everything you stay together and then grow together. So we should not play or underestimate our health. We should be very, very serious about our health. The way we watch sports, the way we participate in sports and all those things. The health should be, apart from, of course, there's God, there's family, and then we should set goals about health, because health is so important. Because without that, you cannot even pray that much. Without that, you cannot work. Without your health, you cannot take care of your family. So it's central to whatever we do in our lives. So pay attention to the video we've just, presentation we just made. Talk to your doctors, read about health issues, and please, please continue making sure that you are in better shape, because at the end of the day, without health, you are done.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
I also say we have to know, because one of the questions that the doctors will ask you is, okay, is there any diabetic person in your family? Did your grandfather have it? Did your
Family history.
Family history, very, very important. So if you know, you have to be on it and check, if it's the PSA, which is very, very important. We've mentioned a lot about PSA. You can start even as early as 45, before 50.
Even 40.
Yeah, 40, between 40, 50 upwards. Know your number, very, very important, because we've lost most of our men, especially black men, from prostate cancer. That's because when they realize it, it's too late to cure. So this is very important. My advice is, let's be on it. We want to live life more, and we are blessed in this generation that we live in. You know, we have our smart watches that checks the steps that we take,
Exactly.
you know, our heartbeat and everything. So let's be on it, and God will take care of the rest.
Exactly.
Yes, so you heard this man just speak about the routine or the changes that you need to do. It's Men's Health Awareness this month, June. Change something about your health. Start taking small steps. It's also great to do walks. These days we don't have all the time. We work a lot. And as these men said that, yes, we are too busy. But we have to take conscious effort and take care of ourselves, because my slogan is men's life matter. So you matter a lot to us. We want to support you as women. We want to make sure that you are healthy. You are moving on with us. We want you beside us. And we want to grow with you. So take care of yourself. I also believe that men, you should start talking about your health more. In barber shops, in the golf court, wherever you guys congregate, you should start talking about your health.
Certainly.
Because I think it will do us well. So thank you so much for joining us. And share this video, like it, and drop your comments. And we'll be back with more. Thank you.